Find a comfortable position lying down on your mat. Knees can be bent up and falling in towards one another to protect the low back. But finding a comfortable, relaxing position. Perhaps taking a blanket over the top of you, really settling in here to relax fully. And then as you're ready, beginning to let the eyes close, drawing the focus entirely inward, listening to the breath, listening to each inhale and exhale, however soft they may be, just noticing. And as you rest here listening to your breath, really allowing the whole body to sink towards the floor. The limbs melting into the mat or the floor beneath you. Allowing a wave of relaxation to wash over the body. When you're ready, imagining an inhale through the toes of the right foot. Inhaling into the right toes. All 5 of the toes. A soothing breath, and on an exhale, melting, releasing any tension in the right toes. From here, inhaling to the right foot and the ankle, sole of the foot, top of the foot, and all around the ankle. Soothing breath. And on an exhale, melting and releasing any tension in the right foot and ankle. Moving up from here, inhaling up the right leg, the shin, the calf, around the knee, and all the way up to the right thigh and the right hamstring. Again, a soothing breath. And on an exhale, melting and releasing any tension in the right leg, the shin, the calf, the thigh, the hamstring. Switching sides, we inhale up through the left toes. A soothing breath to all of the toes of the left foot. And on an exhale, melting and releasing any tension in the left toes. From here, inhaling into the left foot, the sole of the foot, top of the foot, and all around the left ankle, a soothing breath. And on an exhale, melting and releasing any tension in the left foot and the ankle. Moving up from here, inhaling up the left leg, the shin, the calf, around the knee, all the way up to the left thigh and hamstring. A soothing breath. And on an exhale, melting, releasing any tension in the left leg. Breathing in now to the hip flexors, right and left. A circling, soothing breath to the hip flexors. Massaging them with your inhale. And on an exhale, melting, releasing any tension in the hips. Allowing the hips to sink deeply towards the floor. Moving up from here, breathing in a circling, soothing breath to the belly, massaging the muscles of the belly and all the digestive organs with our breath. On an exhale, melting any tension in the belly, allowing the muscles of the stomach, allowing the digestive organs to sink deeply towards the floor. Moving up from here, breathing into the chest, filling the lungs, expanding across the collarbone and the top of the chest, a soothing breath. And on an exhale, melting and releasing any tension in the chest and across the collarbone. Moving now to the right fingertips, inhaling into the right fingers, all the fingers on the right hand, a soothing breath. And on an exhale, releasing any tension in the fingers of the right hand. From here, inhaling up through the right fingers and into the right hand, the palm, the top of the hand, and even into the right wrist, a soothing breath. And on an exhale, melting, releasing any tension in the right hand. Moving up from here, breathing into the right arm, the forearm, around the elbow, and all the way up into the upper right arm and shoulder. A soothing breath. And on an exhale, melting, releasing any tension in the right arm and the right shoulder, allowing it to sink deeply towards the floor. Switching sides now, breathing in through the left fingers. A soothing breath into the left fingers, and on an exhale, melting and releasing any tension in the left fingers. Inhaling now up through the left fingers and into the left hand, the palm of the hand, top of the hand, and even into the left wrist. A soothing breath. And on an exhale, melting any tension in the left hand and the wrist. Moving up from there, inhaling up the left arm, up the left forearm, around the elbow, and into the upper part of the left arm and the left shoulder. A soothing breath. And on an exhale, melting, releasing any tension in the left arm and shoulder. Moving down to the lower back, inhaling a soothing breath into the lower back, massaging the low back with an inhale. And on your exhale, melting any tension, any stress in the low back. Moving up from there, inhaling a soothing breath into the mid and upper back, massaging our whole back here with an inhale, a soothing breath. And on an exhale, melting any tension in the mid and upper back. From here, breathing in to the top of the back, tops of the shoulders, and up the neck. A massaging, soothing breath to the top of the back, the shoulders, and the neck. And on your exhale, allowing the top of your back, your shoulders, and your neck to completely release towards the floor, letting go of any tension and stress. From here, breathing into the jaw and the tongue and the lips, a soothing breath. And on an exhale, allowing your jaw to completely release, your tongue to relax, and your lips to press ever so gently against one another. Inhaling now to the muscles of the cheeks, massaging, soothing breath to the cheeks. And on an exhale, allowing the muscles of the cheeks to melt softly towards the floor. From here, breathing into the forehead and the top of the head, a soothing, massaging breath. And on an exhale, releasing any tension, any stress across the forehead and the top of the head. Lastly, breathing into the eyes, a circling, soothing, massaging breath. Massaging the eyes with an inhale. And on an exhale, allowing the eyes to sink deeper and deeper into the eye sockets. Finding complete relaxation, complete simplicity as you rest here in Yoga Nidra. And from here, choosing to pause this recording now and rest fully in Yoga Nidra for longer, we're beginning to make your way back into the body and into this room with me now. Beginning to bring movement to fingers and toes. Perhaps rolling wrists and ankles. Lengthening arms, long overhead, stretching fingertips to toes. Perhaps bending the knees in one at a time towards the belly and giving them a nice hug. And gently rolling over towards one side as we begin to make our way towards seated. When you're ready, at your own pace, bringing yourself to a seated position. Resting here for a moment. Listening to your breath. And perhaps, as you're ready, we'll bring the hands together at heart center. Taking a moment here to notice the relaxation and the ease that you've created in the body. The simplicity you've cultivated. Savoring this feeling, this sense of relaxation. And so, in closing, Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Thanks so much for practicing Yoga Nidra with me today. Namaste.